Now, I'm pretty sure almost everywhere has their own Hatchet Man cemetery or some sort of variation of the story, whatever, something like that. But the one I'm going to share with you today is the one that I grew up with, and that is the one that's located in Marshall, Illinois. Now, there were actually two versions of this I had heard. The first version was that he was a man who was the caretaker of the cemetery, like way back in the day, and just one day he like lost his mind. Like, so there was one where it said supposedly like he found out his wife was having an affair. Another one was that he just went crazy anyway, but he, murdered his whole family with a hatchet. That's why they call him the Hatchet Man. But after he did this, he disposed of their bodies down the well that's actually located by the cabin, and I guess ended his own life after that. And the other variation is that he didn't even have a family. He just lived in this cabin by himself and actually was not the caretaker, but just believed that he was, and took it upon himself to look after the cemetery and would actually chase off and harm anyone that he thought was trying to intrude or hurt the cemetery. And then so after he died, his spirit continued taking care of and watching over the cemetery. So either one you want to go with. Okay, I heard both growing up. I went by myself one time during the day just to check it out and just like look around the place. And then the second time I ever went was with all of my friends, and we went on our graduation. The legend is like, he is watching the cemetery, whatever. You're supposed to go there at night, and if you go to the back of the cemetery, there's like an iron fence back there. You're supposed to touch this fence and run back to your vehicle. Because he is supposed to like emerge from somewhere, and he's supposed to chase you back to your car. So at this point, you are basically running for your life from the Hatchet Man. Anyway, so even further, there were these two dog statues, I guess, that were there at some point. They are no longer there, have not been there for a while. But the legend is like, if the dogs are gone, that means that they're actually out patrolling the area with the Hatchet Man. They're actually supposed to be like, some people say like hellhounds, basically. But it's just to scare you because they're never there. Some people just only go there because they hear the legend and they go at night and see there's no statues. I'm sorry, but like they're never. Now this was like the first time going for all of my friends. The only person really that had been there was me whenever I went that one time during the day, and then the person that was driving us there, he said he went like a few years before or something like that, like because this was like a legend everyone heard about. People would go like party in the cabin even. But I think it's like been destroyed now. I think it's long gone. I don't remember. Anyway, but so we went, all of it. We took like two cars because there were so many of us, and we all went out there, and some of us didn't even have flashlights. Me, for example, I just walked all over that place, not able to see a damn thing. Anyway, so we got there. I just started walking. Dog statues, of course, are missing, and I was like, oh, pointed out that the dogs are gone, so told everyone to keep their guard. I am ahead of everyone, by the way. Everyone just like starts walking around the cemetery, which I didn't even mention is all the way out in the middle of the woods. Like, oh, maybe I should even mention where the cabin is located. It is, so this is all in the woods. He lived in a cabin across from the cemetery. If you're wondering, like, how he was a caretaker and like haunts the land and stuff, he literally lived super close by the cemetery. But yeah, so we were walking around. I was way ahead of everyone. No flashlight. Like I couldn't even see the light from my friends because I think there was only one of us that had a light, and it was the light from her phone, and it was a terrible flashlight. So of course everyone was walking with her. But I was walking right to the back, and it was like a back corner. And I was just like, I wasn't even going to touch the fence or anything. I was kind of just wandering. I obviously was scared, but like I felt fine when I had a whole group of people. But then all of a sudden, I heard something start running through the leaves. Like, I shit you not, like literal fucking like fast running. And I was like, what? Could hear it through the leaves. And then I hear chains rattling. So like something on a chain. I was like, no fucking way. This is like coming towards me. And then I start hearing barking. And then all of a sudden it's like so close. Like I could feel like the breath. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it was so close. Like it could literally like, I could have gotten like probably tore up by whatever these things were. Dogs apparently. And I get it could be like someone that lived nearby, but you gotta, if you've been out there, you will understand. And the only people that live nearby, they are kind of further back. and it's all fenced in, and they even have a gate to their property. So I don't know. We went at like 2 in the morning or something like that. I don't think that they would let their dogs out like that, but it is totally fucking possible if they want to keep out like trespassers and like they know that kids like to go out there because of the legend of the cemetery. So I don't know if they were real dogs or ghost dogs. All I know is it scared the fuck out of me. I couldn't see shit, so I could not see these dogs. I could not see if they were real or not. All I knew was I needed to get the fuck out of there. So my blind ass turned around and I just ran. I ran so fast, I didn't even scream. I didn't make a noise. I just took off. My friends were freaking out so bad, and I couldn't even, I couldn't even think of words. Like, I just couldn't make a sound. I ran right back to the fucking car. And they all were just, they ran right behind me because they had no idea, but they just knew I was running and I was fucking terrified. So that was my paranormal experience at the Hatchet Man Cemetery. And if it was paranormal or not, I mean, I don't know, but all I know is it was something I will never fucking be able to forget.